Hi guys, today I'm going to do a review on my 2001 Buick Lesabre Custom. And with my job, I put 36,000 miles on a year, so I spend a lot of time in my car. I bought my car in 2000, yeah, it's a 2001 model, but I bought it in 2009. And it was kind of the eggshell white ones. And the thing about it is it just had the cloth seats and everything, and it was a good car, except for the one thing I did not like about it was my car did not come up with the button on the dash to turn off your traction control. So whenever you get in any mud or snow, whichever tire was on the hard ground, it would cut off power to that. The analog brake supply to that one, and your one that's in the tire that's in the mud, it goes ahead and spins out, and you're stuck. It's like whenever I go out to my grandparents in the spring, place in the spring, there'll be mud on the scoria and everything, and instantly I was stuck, and I just hated that car. But as for mechanical stuff, over the 3.5 years that I ran it, because I bought it at like 114,000 miles is when I usually buy them, and then I trade them off at 199,000. And that car, at that time I used to not do much maintenance, other than your oil changes every 3,000 miles and changing the air filters. I did that kind of maintenance. But as for like fixing stuff on a brake, my mentality back then was like, oh, you could brag about, oh, I drove this car for this how long, and I never had to stick any money in it or whatever. That was still my mentality back in those days. So from 114,000 all the way up to 175,000, everything was good on it. But then it started developing a howling noise, and it was one of the front wheel bearings. And I went ahead and I changed those out. I just got a cheap set of wheel bearing hubs off of eBay, and I remember that it was a big job because I didn't do that much of my own mechanics work at that time, and I don't think I even watched the YouTube video on it or whatever. But it took me an entire day the first day, and I just about ripped the car off the jacks. But now to me it would be nothing. You know, I've done so many wheel bearing hub assemblies, and then the other one it took me a half a day. So like I said, I think it was like $73 for the set of them from eBay, and after that the howling sound was good, and I ran it all the way up to 199,000, like when I normally trade them in. And so yeah, I would call it a really good car because that's the only money I ever stuck into it, was that $73. And actually, one of my brother's friends, he's the one that bought it from me, and he wouldn't even tell us how many miles on this. This was years ago that I sold it to him. I think it was 2012, I think, is when I sold it to him. And he's still running that car for his job. He's like, I don't know when it's going to die, but it just keeps on going. So they are really good cars, but like I said, I do suggest that when you're buying a car, wait until you can find one that has that button on the dash to turn off your traction control, and that's like giving it pawsy lock, so you can just paw right through the mud and snow. So, all right, take care, you guys.